Hello, hello. Hey, thank you for understanding today. I totally lost track of time and I am very sorry. We got home, I knew what time it was, and then my mind just went to other things. And yeah, all yard stuff because it's that time of year for our yard to be really overgrown. But I apologize. Thank you for your understanding. We are going to talk about Helichrysum. You can get it in the 5 ml. Okay, and you can also get it in the Helichrysum Touch, which just means that it is pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil, so it's good to go. All right, so I have a short little video that I want to share with you first. So let me do that. Okay, and this was done at the Pursue convention.
Now, I want to share our final.
Oh, come on. Sorry, I had it preloaded to go, and obviously it wants to play an ad now.
Now, I want to share our final new oil offering with you, Helichrysum Touch. And this one is a permanent feature. It means it's not going away. So I want you to picture a stunning blue sky, bright sunshine, and a Mediterranean landscape of breathtaking fields of gold as far as the eye can see. The name of the plants in these fields is derived from the Greek helios, meaning sun, and chrysos, meaning gold. Helichrysum has been used in herbal health practices for centuries, and it is best known for its restorative properties. Helichrysum is harvested by hand and has historically been wildcrafted, which means this plant grows wild up on the mountains and in the valleys. Because its value is so high, oftentimes the plants would be uprooted while being wildcrafted, and the plants were not cared for as they should be. So Terra has continued to grow and bless the lives of millions of families around the globe. The demand for Helichrysum has also grown. Because Corsica is a small island and has limited farm ground, we had to think creatively to figure out how we could get more Corsican quality Helichrysum. So in 2016, I was able to visit one of our partner operations in Serbia, where both Balkan and Corsican Helichrysum starts were planted to see if it could be cultivated in this region. With similar growing conditions to Corsica, we've had some really great success and are still working through some of the difficulty of getting this precious plant to grow. You can see that there is a great deal of manual labor that goes into harvesting Helichrysum. Sickles are used to cut the stems and flowering tops. The plants are too delicate to be harvested by machine. These women are so proud to be part of this innovative project, and they are so grateful for the work. After studying soil conditions and climate that would support the growth of Helichrysum starts, our second project took us to Albania. Here we have experienced massive success with the cultivation of Corsican and Balkan Helichrysum plants. Our sourcing partners in Albania are Emiland and his beautiful wife, Lauren, and they are so committed to figuring out how to grow Helichrysum and artfully distill it. We had so much success with this fields this year that the Prime Minister visited his facility. The quality is almost identical to Corsican Helichrysum. Our esoteric team from Bulgaria have been able to assist with this project, and they now employ hundreds of small-scale farmers. And the best part, most of them are women. This is a co-impact sourcing project we can all be proud of. I won't go into all the detail now because we will feature Emilan and Lauren's story.
Okay, so yeah, so there's some good information about where it's sourced, because it started to be sourced in initially, right? It was sourced in Corsica, and now it's also sourced in Albania, which is really nice. It just makes it a little more available for us, right? And that's why we can get it in the 5 ml and the Touch, okay? So I also wanted to read from the Essential Emotions book. And Helichrysum is the emotional It's the oil of emotional pain, okay? So it's a great, amazing healer of emotional pain. It aids the walking wounded, and that is those with a history of difficult life circumstances, trauma, self-destruction, loss, or abuse. This is a really good spiritual support that Helichrysum can offer, okay? It gives you strength and endurance to the wounded soul who must keep on living despite past difficulties. The oil restores confidence in life and in the self, giving individuals strength to carry on. Helichrysum has a powerful relationship with the light of the sun. It really helps to bring about, right, joy and fervor and hope for living. Helichrysum can take hurt souls by the hand, guiding them through life's difficulties. And if individuals can persevere, this oil can take them into new heights of spiritual consciousness. So it offers hope that their emotional wounds can be healed. Okay, let's see, companion oils. Companion oils are if you didn't have Helichrysum and you wanted to use it for whatever you want to use it for, right? So these are some of the companion oils, depending on what you're wanting it to be used for. But you could use the Hope blend, you could use Deep Blue, you could use ginger, wintergreen, lime, Siberian fir, peppermint, and bergamot mint. Those are the companion oils. Okay, so if you didn't have Helichrysum in a pinch, you could use those others. All right, so then I also have some notes here. Here we go. Okay. So it is, Helichrysum is steam distilled from the those golden yellow ball-shaped blossom flowers that you saw in the video, right? The main constituents of it are neryl acetate, alpha-pinene, and Y-curcumine. I think that's how you pronounce it. You can use it all three ways, right? And you can tell that on the bottle because it has the supplemental fact label, all right? And it also says that it is an essential oil supplement. So if you see that on the label, you know that you can use it internally, you can use it topically, you can use it aromatically, okay? It is in our Deep Blue blend, and it is in Immortelle, which is a fabulous blend. It blends really well with tea tree, with myrrh, with frankincense, lavender, clary sage, and rose. Okay, just kind of makes a really good blend to put together with, you know, one or two of those oils. It is often handpicked and used in liquid stitches, right? So that's kind of a really good, it's a really good oil to have in an emergency case, right? So if you have your own little first aid kit, it's a great one to have in there. I have used this, my dogs got into an altercation. We have a black lab and we had 2 pugs that have since passed away. And they got into a little tiff over food. Of course, it's always over food. But the pug ended up with some cuts on his tongue and on his muzzle. And what I did is I grabbed the Helichrysum and I literally just, you know, dabbed my finger on the top and then rubbed it on there. And it really helps to stop the bleeding. It helps to, if you bump into something or, you know, like smash your thumb or your finger or your toe or something like that, and you know it's going to bruise, put it on there because it's really good with that. Any cut that you've got that is kind of a gaping, you know, open cut, great to help bring the skin back together. And that's why it's called liquid stitches. It's really, really, really good. Okay. It is a perennial herb. And so like Emily Wright said in that video, it is, it's been used in health practices since ancient times in Greece. And the flowers are steam distilled to get that essential oil, okay? It is characterized as a renewing essential oil. It shares some chemical qualities with other renewing oils like arborvitae and frankincense, eucalyptus, and wintergreen. It is composed of a chemical group called esters, and those are generally known to be calming and relaxing and to have balancing effects on your mood. Esters can also help to reduce the appearance of blemishes when you use it topically. So, you know, if you got some breakout going on, it's a good one to use for that. It's great to use to reduce wrinkles and stretch marks, and you can literally rub it topically, add a little myrrh in there also, okay? If you're using it on your face, you're gonna wanna dilute it, right? I always recommend that you dilute anything you're using topically because it will absorb better. You'll have less of that, you know, evaporation, that flash off, and less chance of any skin sensitivity that you might have. And because your skin on your face is more sensitive, just always, make sure you dilute it. It's great to help with pain relief. So you can apply it topically on the back of your neck or area of a pain. If you, you might try it for tension headaches, or any sort of, pounding you got going on in your head. Okay. I love the touch. Before, when I didn't have the touch, when we didn't have the touch, I would take, and like I did with the dog, I'd dab my finger. If you get a bloody nose, and literally run it on the bridge of your nose, and like night and day, it stops. But the touch makes it super easy because you can just roll it on. Okay. So super, super nice. You can apply it topically where you need the blood to coagulate, where you need it to stop running. Okay, that's one of the main reasons that I've used it, and why I think it's really good if you were making your first aid kit kind of thing, right? You wanted something to have with you, for those things that you don't think are going to happen, and then they happen, right? Good for helping to reduce wrinkles and stretch marks. It is good for helping to heal scars and wounds. Now, when you use it for any type of a surgical wound, right, you don't want to use anything over staples or stitches or whatever. You want to let those come out first. So you can always apply it around that area, but don't apply it over the top of it until the stitches or the staples have come out. Okay. Good to help with varicose veins. So you can use it topically with cypress and then just massage it gently, because I know varicose veins can be painful, but just massage it gently into the affected areas. Okay. To help with, if you have like ringing in your ears or pain in your ears, take a little bit. The touch is really good for that also, because you can literally just roll it. There's a bone right behind your ear, and just roll it back there and massage it. And I would, if you have pain in your ears, I would bring it down along with the way your lymph system drains. Okay. To help if you got any congestion going on, to help that kind of drain out. If you have cough or congestion, you can combine it with sandalwood and lemon. That was lemon, not lemon, lemon. And you can rub it topically along your throat or your chest, okay, to ease any cough or congestion that you have going on. Now, remember, lemon's going to be photosensitive, so don't do that first thing in the morning and then go out in the sun, okay? Just tip there, it's photosensitive oil. Don't use it. That's lemon. Helichrysum is not. Helichrysum's fine. For help to detox any heavy metals and alcohol. Okay, so maybe after New Year's, you drank a little too much and you're not feeling so good the next morning, right? You can use Helichrysum. Okay, put a couple of drops in one of those little 2-piece veggie caps, and it really helps to promote healthy liver function and pancreas function. And then it also helps with heavy metal chelation. Okay, so it'll help to take all of those things, kind of get them moving out of your body. Okay, it does help to support a healthy inflammatory response, and it works really well at the cellular energy. Okay, so just it's such a great oil to have. It helps to support metabolism, so you can use it internally and topically for that. Okay, you can take the touch again and just roll it around your abdomen, massage it in. Okay, we already talked about, I said, if you have any head tension or neck tension, great thing. It'd be a good one to take to, your massage therapist. Might try that. That's one I haven't taken. I usually stick with Aroma Touch and Deep Blue. What else have I taken? I've taken marjoram before, and copaiba I've taken before. I usually just grab the Aroma Touch just because I like the aroma. It is wonderful for layering. So when you layer oils, you put your carrier oil with the first oil on, and you kind of massage it in, and then you layer another oil over the top of it. And what it does is that it, especially for head or neck tension, okay, it's great to layer with your Deep Blue. So maybe you have your Deep Blue rub, or you have your, Deep Blue touch roller, or you have your Deep Blue stick, right? The stick now. You could put that on first, and then, massage that in, and then layer this over the top of it, just to kind of give it a little extra oomph to help with whatever you're, wanting, the pain that you want to go away. Great to use with marjoram and lavender to help with relief and soothing. It really, like we talked about, we're using it with cypress. It's great to promote healthy circulation. It is good to use with age spots that you get, like if you get them on the back of your hands. And again, because it's not a citrus oil, it's not photosensitive, you're good to go, right? Okay. If you do the oil cleansing method, that is a method of washing your face. You take about dime size amount, maybe, of your carrier oil. You can use any oil. I like to use jojoba oil because it's more like the natural oils that you have on your face. And then add a drop of Helichrysum. And then what we do is you just massage it. It will take off all your makeup, right? It'll take off all the dirt and stuff. It's kind of counterintuitive because you're putting oil on your face, but you massage it in everywhere. And then you take a washcloth and you put it under hot water, you wring it out so it's kind of steamy, and then you lay it over your face for 30 seconds, a minute, right? And then just kind of wipe off the excess oil. It makes your face will feel like super duper soft. Really nice. Great to use if you spend too much time in the sun. You can use it with lavender and maybe a little bit of peppermint, because peppermint can help kind of, especially if you're feeling hot, right? You've got the red skin and it's feeling hot. So lavender and Helichrysum and a little bit of peppermint together, along with some fractionated coconut oil, can be really soothing to your skin. Okay. In the Essential Life book, we've got top uses are for nosebleeds, bleeding, broken capillaries, little kids that fall and they get that hematoma, right? You get the bump on your head. It's really good to use for that, okay? We talked about using it for your liver and pancreas function. It's great for heavy metal blood toxicity. It's good to use to keep your cholesterol level in a good range, okay? Whether it's high or whether it's low. Scars, wounds, and bruising, varicose veins. Oh, it's a good one to use for hemorrhoids also. You can take a little bit with some, on a cotton ball with some fractionated coconut oil, or on those little cotton round circles, right? You could use that. That would work. Good for bone bruising, good for sciatica, tennis elbow, nerve damage. It's a good one for that, again, because it works at the cellular level, right? It is good for anger and deep emotional wounds, sinus infection, headaches. We talked about that. Loss of taste, if you have experienced loss of taste, right? You can apply it to your forehead, swab your nostrils, and swabbing your nostrils would be literally just on the outside. You're not going to put it up in your nose, okay? Good for psoriasis and eczema, for skin issues, redness and discoloration. Good for joint and back pain, inflammation, because it's got that good inflammatory response. The ringing in your ears, vertigo. If you get vertigo, it's a good one to use. And again, you would want to apply it at that bone behind your ear, the base of your skull, and maybe on your temples, okay? And then just kind of see how that works for you. Okay. That is, now if you don't have Helichrysum, depending on what you want to use it for, you could substitute it with deep blue, geranium, the Immortelle blend, Raven Sarah, or Yarrow Palm. Okay, depends on what you're using it for, right? Okay, that is what I have for you tonight. I will put up some diffuser recipes, and I also have some other recipes for pain and things like that. So I'll put those up in probably in the comments. But yeah, if you have used Helichrysum in some way that I didn't cover and you had really good results with it, we'd love for you to share that in the comments. That'd be great. Because, everybody uses their oils differently, and one person might not, and you might not think about using it that way, and somebody else is using it that way. So if you want to share that, that'd be fabulous. Next week, we'll be back. I will be on time, not late. Again, thank you very much for understanding. I totally lost track of time today. So have a good rest of your Monday, and we'll talk to you later. All right. Love y'all. Thanks.